Hi friends, we will continue our journey. We were discussing about how to prepare bank reconciliation statement. We have now a question before us and we have to prepare a bank reconciliation statement for this question. From the following particulars, prepare a bank reconciliation statement as at 31st March 20. On 31st March 20, the balance as per cash book was rupees 1,60,000 and the balance as per passbook was 1,42,500. So the balance as per cash book and as per the passbook are not tallying. Check issued but not presented for payment 90,000 rupees. Checks received from debtors 27th March 2020 deposited but not collected up to 31st March 20 1 lakh. Bank charges debited by the bank 7,500 on 30th March 20 not recorded in the cash book. So these three are the reasons for differences. So on 31st March 20 cash book was showing a balance of 160 but the balance as per passbook was 142,500. On comparing the cash book with the passbook, we have found out the following reasons of differences. Using these differences, we have to reconcile the cash book balance with the passbook balance. So let us start preparing the bank reconciliation statement. We'll simply write bank reconciliation statement of Messrs. I don't have the name, so I'll just write traders as on 31st March 20. I'm preparing the bank reconciliation statement as on 31st March 20. Particulars. Rupees and rupees. Now I have to take either the cash book balance as the starting point, arrive at the passbook balance, or arrive at or start with the passbook balance and arrive at the cash book balance. Initially for few problems we'll start with cash book balance and try to arrive at the passbook balance. Favorable balance as per cash book. It is 1,60,000. Now a question can come in your mind. How are we saying favorable balance? Normally when we say the balance as per cash book, that means our balance is there in the bank account. So that is how I understand that it is a favorable balance. If it is overdrawn balance, the question will definitely specify that it is an overdraft balance. Okay. Now we can have some add items and we can have some less items and then we will arrive at the passbook balance. I already know the answer. I have to make it equal to the balance as per passbook. How much was it? It was 1,42,500 rupees. Now, sometimes what happens is in questions, you are not given the passbook balance. You will not be given the passbook balance. This will be absent. If the passbook balance is not given, we'll start with the cash book balance, take the reasons of differences to arrive at the passbook balance. So the end point of this reconciliation statement will become the answer for your question. The question will say the cash book balance was 1,60,000. These are the reasons of differences, arrive at the passbook balance. But in this problem we are given both the cash book balance and the passbook balance, so we have to reconcile them using these reasons of differences. Now, as I told you earlier, which item has to be added, which item has to be subtracted will depend upon some logic. I'll just draw two working notes here because there are three reasons of differences. I'll use three working notes. This is part of your rough note or working notes. I am going to start with the cash book balance. I have to arrive at the passbook balance. I want to make cash book equal to the passbook, that is why I am putting passbook as star mark. If I want to arrive at cash book starting at the passbook, then I'll put a star mark to cash book. Okay, debit, credit, debit, credit. As we have discussed earlier, cash book means nothing but bank account in our books. Debit side is deposits, credit side is withdrawal. Here debit side is withdrawal and credit side is deposit. Okay. Now let us start with favorable balance in the cash book. Favorable balance in the cash book is debit balance in the cash book and credit balance in the passbook. So we have to start with the same balances in both the books. Okay. Now let us start. Check issued but not presented for payment 90,000 rupees. Now when checks are issued, they are immediately recorded in the cash book on the withdrawal side. We don't wait for the creditors to encash the checks to record an entry in the cash book. So as soon as we issue a check, we pass an entry creditor account to bank. Bank account is credited in our books on the date of issue of the check. This is what we have discussed in our fundamentals topic. So it is already recorded as a withdrawal on the date of issue of the check itself. But up to 31st March 20, checks issued but not presented for payment. That means the creditors have not gone to the bank and they have not withdrawn money from our bank account. Using those checks, the creditors could have withdrawn money from the bank account. They have not done yet. So there is no entry in the passbook. Now what is the impact? I started with 160 debit and I have credited 90. So the balance has reduced. We have discussed earlier, favorable balances will increase with deposits and reduce with withdrawals. So this was a favorable balance, there is a withdrawal, it will reduce. Comparatively, this balance will be higher, the passbook balance is higher. Now question is, should I put this arrow mark here? Can I put it here? Yes, you can put it here. Can you put it here? Yes, you can put it here. Whether can I put this arrow mark here? Yes, you can put it here. You can put it here. Anywhere you can put. Okay. So now the balance in cash book has reduced, whereas the balance as per passbook is more. So what should I do to the cash book balance to make it equal to the passbook balance? I would have to increase the balance by 90,000 rupees. So I'll write here, checks issued but not presented for payment. 90,000 rupees will be added. Why I have added, I have explained already to you. Next, let us see the next reason of difference. Check received from debtors 27th March 2020, deposited but not collected up to 31st March 20, rupees 1 lakh. So I'll prepare a fresh working note so that it is not cluttered. Debit, credit, credit, debit. I'll put a star mark here. This is deposits, this is withdrawals, this is withdrawals, and this is deposits. I start with the same balance, 1,60,000 here. Okay. Now, checks received from debtors on 27th March 20, deposited but not collected up to 31st March 20. So what we are saying, we have received some checks from our debtors on 27th March 2020. They have been deposited in the bank, but the bank is not yet able to collect cash. In our fundamentals topic, we have already discussed, as soon as we receive a check, we are going to record a deposit in our books. We are going to pass an entry bank account to debtors account. So on 27th March itself, we have debited our bank account 1 lakh rupees. What is entry we pass? We pass the entry bank to debtors. So bank account is already debited on the date of receipt of the check. But up to 31st March 20, the checks were not collected. Hence, money has not come in the deposit side of our passbook. When the money is collected by the bank, they pass the entry cash account to customer and our customer account. We are nothing but customer for the bank. So our passbook will be credited. Passbook is nothing but the customer account in the books of the bank. Who are the customers? The business who is maintaining the account with the bank is the customer. So the passbook is not credited because they have not yet collected the money on the checks. Now what is happening because of this? We started with a favorable balance. We said favorable balance will increase with the deposits and decrease with withdrawals. So balance in cash book has increased, or you can simply say debit was plus. Again there is a debit, so it's again plus. So balance has increased. But here the balance has not increased, or we can say comparatively it is showing a lesser balance. Now, what should we do to the cash book to make it equal to the passbook? So to make cash book equal to the passbook, we have to reduce the cash book balance by 1 lakh. Okay. checks deposited, but not collected, 1 lakh rupees. Next, bank charges debited by the bank rupees 7,500 on 31st March 20, not recorded in the cash book. Let us take a now separate working note. Cash book, passbook, debit, credit. I'll again write deposits here, withdrawals here, deposits here, withdrawals here. 1,60,000, 1,60,000. Now if somebody asks me, can I write 1 lakh here and 1 lakh here and start? Yes, you can write. If you say 5 lakhs here and 5 lakhs here, yes, you can write. The side is important. Which side you are starting, that is important, and you have to keep both the sides equal. It's just for the sake of understanding. Bank charges debited by the bank. It's a withdrawal for us. Sorry, I think I have written wrong. Withdrawals on the debit side, deposits on the credit side. So we have to record it on the withdrawal side. 7,500 is withdrawn. It is bank charges debited by the bank. So bank is going to withdraw from your passbook this amount. It is not yet recorded in the cash book. There is no withdrawal recorded in the cash book because we are not aware of it. 30th March they have charged some bank charges. We are not aware, so we have not passed entry. So now what will happen to this balance? We started with a credit balance, but there is a withdrawal. It was a favorable balance, there is a withdrawal. So balance is bound to reduce. And here the balance is comparatively higher. So now what should we do to the cash book to make it equal to the passbook is the question. To make cash book equal to the passbook, I want to make cash book equal to passbook. So how will I make cash book equal to passbook? Passbook balance has reduced because of this item. So I have to reduce cash book by this much amount so that both the books will become equal. So I'll pass the entry. I'll just write here bank charges not recorded in cash book, 750 rupees. You have to put within brackets the negative items. Now the total of plus items is 90,000. The total of minus items 1 lakh and 75,000. I'll add them and write it here. It will be 1,07,500. This is plus item. 160 plus 90 is 2,50,000. Minus 1,07,500 is 1,42,500. We have arrived at the bank balance as per passbook. If this is not given, the question will ask you passbook balance is how much, then you will say it is equal to 1,42,500 rupees. So we have been able to reconcile the passbook balance with the cash book balance. Okay, so this is how you prepare the bank reconciliation statement. You have to practice these questions to gain a grip over the problems. We will continue to do many more problems. Thank you.